right, y'all. So let me make this video real quick. I just wanted to say this, man. Like, Lauren Price is a problem. Now I've been watching her career, and she's one of the people that got my attention a long time ago. Now she has some notable wins. She has a big win over Natasha Jonas. She has a big win over Jessica McCaskill, Stephanie Pinero. In that fight, she showed a lot of grit and toughness because she had a mouth bust open. Now, she swallowed a lot of blood, man. She kept her composure. Her face started to get swollen. She started to get hit more. She was using speed in her movement, but Pinero got smart. She just kept throwing her shit down the middle. So every time she's leaping in, there's a lot of times she's getting hit, and she won the fight. Definitely won the fight. And by a wide margin, but she basically was in a fight, and it was the type of thing where she showed that toughness and that grit. So when you say, well, we don't know how this fighter will react if they get hurt, right? If they face adversity, she showed what she can do. And pretty much one of the things for sure. Now, even like right now, I'm watching Jessica McCaskill versus Katie Taylor. This is a prime Katie Taylor. Jessica McCaskill has always had the same no footwork, no head movement. She just comes in, just trying to land something, just trying to hit something. She just literally walks in. Nothing. No head movement, nothing. Head on the center line. She just comes in. She gave Katie Taylor hell, man. Like she was landing some shots on Katie Taylor. Now, Katie Taylor is not a chump. She's not scared to fight, but she gave Katie Taylor a hell of a battle. When Jessica McCaskill fought Lauren Price, man, Lauren Price was toying with her. One of the things I see in the comparison between the two fighters, right? They're similar because they like to get in and out in that sense. But one thing about Katie that she does wrong, and if you haven't paid attention, just listen to what I'm saying and go watch. Katie loves when she throws a punch, she plant that left foot, she drops her lead hand, she leans in, and she's dead. She's wide open. When you have, fighting women that just don't have the ability to make you pay for that. When I look at her style, I'm telling you what I see. I see Terry Norris versus Sugar Ray Leonard. You have two people that have very similar styles, but one person just does everything very intensely. And pretty much it takes the two of them to fight for you to really understand, like, damn, well, from the outside looking in, I thought, and because of all the titles she's won, well, it's not a fight that's going to happen. But if I had to put my money on Katie Taylor versus Lauren Price, I'm going with Lauren Price. I'm talking prime Katie Taylor, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going with Lauren Price. Lauren Price, let me tell you, she jabs better than Katie Taylor. She has a fast, hard jab. Katie Taylor doesn't have any power, man. She just throws punches, and they're all arm punches. She leans when she throws punches to keep her head off the center line, but she throws a bunch of arm punches, and even defensively, a lot of times she gets really careless. There was a time in this fight where Jessica McCaskill literally was looking down, and she's just doing, really just doing wild punches, and they were landing. She beat this. She won by 3 rounds in this fight, man. On a total scorecard against Jessica McCaskill. McCaskill fights hard. That's what I always liked about her. She come to fight. She fights hard, but she's very basic. And like I said, no footwork. Man, she just literally walks in. She doesn't cut the ring off or nothing. She just walks and just follow you. And you watch when she fought against Lauren Price. Lauren Price was having her way with her, man. Now, they stopped it at the start of the 9th round because of the clash, and her eye got, messed up. But even before that happened, you watch the fight, Lauren Price was just playing around with her. She was smacking her all over the ring, but she gave Katie Taylor one hell of a damn fight, man. But when I look at the pros and cons of their styles, Lauren Price would beat Katie Taylor up, man. Like, I'm talking, let me explain something to y'all. Anytime you lose to Chantel Cameron, and you're being talked about a pound for pound great in women's boxing, you're being talk about the GOAT debate, and you lose to Chantel Cameron, this is where people got to look at your style. Look at what happened. Did you just have a bad night? I don't know. But I'm not going to take credit away from Chantel Cameron. And that's the thing is with Chantel, when you think about greatness, you don't think about Chantel at all. You know what I mean? And I'm watching this fight and I said, okay. You know, I already, a long time ago, I told y'all I put Lauren Price over all of them. My thing is this. I think for myself, and most people have to be told by Max Kellerman or Teddy Atlas or somebody, some TV personality have to tell you who's who. Then you'll go, oh yeah, what about such and such? You know, I feel like Lauren Price and Ramla Ali, Sky Nicholson. Well, Sky Nicholson is signed with MVP now, so you know, hopefully, you know, I get sick of the whole boxers protection plan stuff. Let these women fight. Let these fighters go ahead and fight, man. I don't want to see this whole I'm the draw, so it don't matter who I fight. No, I want to see competition. This is why, you know, like my issue with pro boxing is like I said, all the ducking and dodging, all the cherry picking, man. It's just like I told you, I love to watch one fighting championships because these people just come to fight. And all this Twitter beefing and all this fake gangbanging nonsense, man, people just come to fight and come to be the best that they can be. They have a whole different mindset, man. All that braggadocious, blah blah blah. I'm this, I'm that, man. I'm no, and then lose and make excuses like, no, they just come to fight, man. And that's all it is. And I think the organization won't allow all that disrespect. Let's keep it professional. Let's you know, let's come and leave it all in the ring. After that, tomorrow's another day, and that's what I respect. Lauren Price, you know, like I said, she got some very good wins. She's 10-0. And she's unified champion, right? So she holds the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. Now, my thing, or is it the IB? No, it's the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and it's something else. I think the IBA. Yeah, I think it's the IBA. Mikaela Mayer holds the WBO. Now, she would need that belt. Either one of them. She would need Mikaela's belt to become undisputed, and Mikaela would need all of her belts to become undisputed. This is the one fight that makes sense to me. Like, before we start talking about Shields and anybody else outside of the weight class you're in, this is a fight that's supposed to happen. But I do remember Mikaela, that was made known by Lauren Price and her team, that they made offers to Mikaela Mayer, and Mikaela Mayer turned it down. Now, my thing is, you can't be Mikaela Mayer crying about Alicia Baumgartner not giving you a rematch when you're not even trying to be undisputed in the weight class that you're in. Now, that makes no sense to me. That fight should definitely happen. So, before you even go up to 160 to fight Clarissa, because there's no belts on the line. And that's a bit greedy if they was to say, okay, cool, we're going to let you two both come to 160. There's vacant belts. And we're going to let you... No, there's people already at 160. Well, Shields is there at 160 now. But you understand what I'm saying? It's like, well, now there's belts on the line because Clarissa had, you know. But what I'm saying is for Lauren Price is that she holds 3 belts at 147. And if you're coming to 160 to stay, that means you're going to abandon the belts at 147. Or are you going to have immunity to go up and have one fight with Shields at 160, then go back to 147? I don't know. But, you know, if, you know, Mikaela don't want to fight, which I don't know why. I don't know why. It's funny because a lot of fighters say, I want to fight this person, that person. Then the promoter said, we sent 2 offers to this person and they turned us down. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the money. They just wasn't interested. And this happens. And people talk and they trying to land that money fight. I think between the two of them that Lauren Price outboxes Mikaela Mayer. I think she beats Mikaela Mayer up. Plain and simple, whether it's knockout or unanimous decision, I don't think this is no razor edge, tooth and nail. I think Lauren Price, I think she really fucks up Mikaela Mayer. Like, she just outboxes her. You see, people like Stephanie Pinero, this is my thing, right? Do we know that Mikaela Mayer could beat her? No, we don't know that. It's like the goal now for a lot of fighters, men and women, is to fight, get a belt, and then just pause their career. Just okay. Now it's time to go to the garden and cherry pick. Like I don't understand this mindset, man. Like how the fighters are okay with this instead of speaking up to like, hey, look, we this is what we get paid to do. We're here to fight. We're not here to play these little cherry picking games. I really think that I know that these people see the threat in Lauren Price. They know that this is not a fight that they really want to be involved in. And anytime, like, you can sit here and watch a woman that they're calling, all this GOAT debate shit, struggle with the woman that went in there and made it look easy. And we're talking about from Natasha Jonas to Jessica McCaskill to where this woman went in here and played with them. She was having fun in there with them. So when you're struggling with them, what does that say? And the thing is, like I said, she can punch. So my comparison with them is they're both very fast. They both have fast feet, but Lauren Price puts punches together better than Katie. She hits harder. She's physically a strong woman. She's physically strong. Not just muscular. She's physically strong. She can take a punch, but she's very smart, and her footwork is to get in, and she'll beat you from the outside, then get in. She's a better inside fighter than Katie. She doesn't, she goes in there, she'll land a shot, she gets in, she knows how to get out, whether she's going left, right, how she gets in better. Whereas Katie will literally turn her head and then like just haul ass and run from you. Like Katie, her style is to be faster than you. She tries to get her shots off. She tries to get in and out the pocket, yes. But the thing is, she doesn't have any real power. So with Katie, that's why she makes up with lack of power with volume. But a lot of the punches is just fast, you know what I mean? Like the same repetitive shit over and over. She doesn't throw a lot of body shots. I remember McCaskill hit her to the body, I think the 6 rounds. You could hear her make this weird sound, right? And I'm watching her like she was just there to be hit for that shot. I think that defensively, Lauren Price, she uses her offense better for it to be her defense in terms of being able to if a fight starts to get rough, if it's type of thing where you're on the inside and you have to let some shots go, Lauren Price is a better inside fighter. She's better at controlling that distance to get in and get out than Katie is. She's sharper than her. I'm telling you, this is Terry Norris. If they fought, and I ain't talking about age, I'm talking about just that style. This is Terry Norris versus Sugar Ray Leonard. You would see dominance and go, how the fuck did she do it? I'm telling you, I get that feeling watching this, man, with them. It's a whole different fight. It's that style's we're very similar, but there's things I do that you can't do. And there's things that I do that you don't do. So when I'm watching both of them, I put my money any version of Katie Taylor. And this is prime Katie that fought against McCaskill. Don't get it too fucked up. I put my money on Lauren Price. That power, her speed and footwork is more effective than Katie's. Don't get it twisted. Katie Taylor lost to Chantel Cameron. And to play dumb, that doesn't mean anything. No, it absolutely does. Because Chantel Cameron is average as fuck. Now, you think she could beat, even though Katie, respectfully, went and got the win back in the rematch. But you think she can beat Katie and you don't think Lauren Price will? Lauren Price would fuck her up, man. It's like I'm looking in this mirror, right? Katie Taylor, I'm looking in this mirror, right? I'm looking in this mirror, but my reflection is doing what it wants to do. That's what it would be like fighting against, Lauren Price. And how are you, and the thing is not that look, if Katie Taylor went up to 147 and didn't fight Lauren Price or a Mikaela Mayer, then that would be something. She has no intentions, and I'm not saying that she should go up to 140. What I'm saying is none of them don't want. Who's calling Lauren Price out? None of them. None of them are calling her out. So why would you be in a division, have one belt, but not want to fight for undisputed? But in the court, I definitely would want to. Oh yeah, I stop lying, man. Stop saying these things, and then y'all don't want to make the fights happen. This woman, Lauren Price, people know she's a problem. They don't want that problem, and it's not like with like with Katie. You don't have to really worry about getting hit hard. It's just volume and movement. With Lauren and a lot of holding, so a lot of frustration and aggravation. With Lauren Price, man, it's like damn, she can crack, and she's super fast, hands and feet. And she just does what she wants. If she want to come in on the inside and mix it up with you, she will. Then she's gone. She want to stay on the outside and just pick you apart, she will. Next thing you know, she's back inside. Like she's different. She's a different beast. From 147 to 54, I don't see none of them beating Lauren Price. Now, for her to go to 60 and fight Shields, I guess that's the big money fight, of course. But what I'm looking at with Lauren Price, man, is like, look, if you guys from 147 to 154, all right, I could even say 140 because you can go up 7 pounds for those who can make the weight. Because I'm not going to say anybody should go to a weight class that they're uncomfortable in. But what I'm saying is, if you can make that weight and you're not trying to fight Lauren Price, if you are in the same weight class as Lauren Price, you're not trying to make that fight, especially somebody like Mikaela Mayer, because Mikaela have one of the titles. She has one of the titles that Price would need to be undisputed. You don't want to become undisputed. So if you're calling out the name of someone that's not even in your weight class and pretending that you want to be there, that's not cool, man. See, like right now the Katie Taylor McCaskill fight just went off. Now it's Price versus McCaskill, and you can see to where how much physically stronger that Lauren Price is, man. Because when Katie Taylor was on the inside with with McCaskill, she was holding a lot, and she was trying to like get in and get out without like the way she was trying to get out. The way she was trying to get out. Like McCaskill just tried to rough Lauren Price up, tried to shove into the ropes and all that, try to get her shoulder low and try to shove her back. What I'm saying though, if you look at that, these are the type of little desperate tactics because I can't get on the inside without getting hit. But you can see with Katie Taylor that McCaskill was able to walk her down. And she was able to come in even when the punches weren't all landing, but she was able to get in. And if you notice, when she fought against Katie Taylor, she wasn't really using any head movement. Several times, she desperately ducked down and run into Lauren Price and try to shove her back into the ropes, right? She kept doing this type of stuff. This is the desperation. I can't hit her. When I do land something that doesn't hurt, she keeps picking me apart, right? Lauren Price was playing with this woman, and she's from the outside. The thing is this, Lauren Price could stand there and fight her on the inside, whereas you can see Katie Taylor wasn't comfortable. Katie Taylor's not a good inside fighter. Lauren Price is. And so Katie Taylor was trying so hard to get in and just get out and just like get in, tie up. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that she's tying up. She's being smart. You're not a good inside fighter, so no, don't stand there and try to do something that you're not good at. But that's the thing. Even right now, she never learned to become a good inside fighter. She's basically just the type of person that will try to pick you apart from the outside. Now, I'm not talking about when somebody catch you with a good shot. Like if she catch somebody and then hurt them. No, I'm talking about just overall. You can see that Katie's not comfortable in the pocket where Lauren is comfortable. And basically, even like before the head clash happened, don't get it twisted. McCaskill was putting up a fight. But McCaskill was getting beat up, man. She was landing shots here and there, but like, Lauren is getting the shots in, and in the way that McCaskill fights, she kind of reminds me of a female Sean Porter, man. Like I said in the previous video, I like that coming in, smothering your shots, just trying to get close and hit something, and I also said before, at times Lauren Price do smother her shots when she lunge in. Because like in the heat of battle, she's moving and then she'll lunge in. But it's like if you're going forward and your opponent goes forward, now your shots are being cut short. So now you're doing this kind of shit, right? And this is why but you watch, she will start popping her jab. She'll start popping the 1-2. She'll stay at that range. She'll come in. She'll get close. She'll get out. she does that better than Katie. And people can I don't care about all the the nicknames and people trying to verbally prove who's better to the point of talking about what the accomplishments. I don't care about the accomplishments. If you put Katie Taylor one-on-one with Lauren Price, I'm going with Lauren Price. Plain and simple. And let's be real. There's nobody that Katie Taylor has fought that Lauren Price can't beat. Nobody. She fucks her. You know what? Serrano versus Lauren Price would make you guys go, damn, she actually fucked her up. This is no close fight that she fucked. That fight with that style, that just coming forward, just trying to land something. Price is just too sharp for that shit. She's just too sharp. And the thing is, like, I could see even like in the McCaskill fight, how when she starts throwing them combinations, Price and talking about letting those hands go, you see McCaskill get to the point where she stopped using the head movement. She was trying to slide, slip, move, use head movement when she was fighting against Lauren Price. And the difference is this: she can feel that power, but at the same time, McCaskill's not a punk. She comes to fight. But with Katie Taylor, she was less worried about defense. She could care less, but she was just walking in like, this chick can't punch. You could see the difference. And they know that Lauren Price is a problem. So anybody trying to talk that shit about, Shields was trying to duck, Green by using Lauren Price. Nah. She was at the fights, and they both said that this wasn't even something that was really planned. Like Clarissa wasn't there to go into the ring. She was called into the ring. But regardless, and you see what happened. She told her, like, the fight can happen, but there's timetables, where they trying to, get a fight in at a certain time. Carissa's not going to stop what she's doing just to make a fight happen with somebody that's not even in the weight class. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, when that happened, regardless, man, Lauren Price is a problem. She's a motherfucking problem. So my whole thing with that is this, right? For all of the talking that people are doing, I'm not concerned with, but all the talking that they're doing, trying to undermine her. This woman is a unified champion at 147 pounds. So you're trying to acknowledge Mikaela Mayer, but not Lauren Price. That's a you problem. When you see these fighters, like when I saw Sky Nicholson, I saw something in her. I saw something in Tiara Brown. I saw something in Ramla Ali. I saw some things in several fighters, man. And if a fighter loses, like, Tiara Brown, she defeated Sky Nicholson. But let's be real. Amanda wouldn't even fight Sky Nicholson. And after the way she looked last night, I'm pretty sure all you Sky Nicholson haters, y'all knew, damn, Sky would have, damn. Or Tiara Brown would have, oh, damn. And regardless, it's not, and look, I'm saying it's just to be real. It's not about taking credit for nobody. It's just being real. You guys, the people, all the naysayers, y'all are the ones that try to take credit away from someone because you've taken a liking to a certain fight. I don't care about who you like and don't like, man. This fight, and I'm watching here, like Jessica McCaskill, she just comes to fight. She comes to fight. She doesn't come to box. She comes to fight. That's what she brings out of her opponents, is that I'm going to make you work. I'm going to bring that pressure on you, and I'm going to keep coming. That's what Jessica McCaskill does. But you go back and look at both fights, and you can see that, Lauren Price was comfortable. Like, she's in there. Now, there was a time in the fight with McCaskill and I hate when I do this shit. Katie Taylor, where Taylor was on the ropes and she was telling McCaskill, come on, like come on. Like, but regardless, that little bravado she was doing, because she had 2 points deducted in that fight. And that little bravado she was doing was trying to make herself look like she was comfortable. Now, she wasn't scared, but she wasn't doing anything. Like, you invite somebody in and then you're doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You can't blame Lauren Price because the doctor stopped the fight because of the swollen eye. That eye would have got worse throughout the fight. And bottom line, with or without the eye situation, I don't see a reason. I mean, what would have happened would have happened. We don't know. We got an outcome. But Lauren Price, as far as I'm concerned, would have still won that fight. And it wasn't close. She won that fight and she went in there and she's only 10 fights in. That's what people didn't understand. When she fought, when she fought Natasha Jonas, she was only 6-0. She was 8-0 when she fought against Jessica McCaskill. See, so when you guys start talking about accomplishments and people records, you got to look and understand. You look at the number in somebody's career and say this person doesn't have experience, right? Or this person don't have this and that. But like again, Terrence Crawford fought that guy that was 11-0, and y'all tried to make it sound like he was a world beater. Oh, but he always amateur fight. Okay, right. Now all of a sudden we're going by amateur fights, right? Like, people love to move the goalposts. This woman, Lauren Price, is a freaking problem. That's why nobody's calling her name out. And to be perfectly honest with you, outside of Shields, unless this woman has a bad night, I just don't see these people beating her. Now, I don't know if her power would carry over to 160. I know she fought at 160 before at some point. I think in the amateurs, man. Well, some point I remember she said she fought at a heavier weight and she chose to go down in weight and fight at the smaller weight classes. But if her power and her speed carries over, up to whatever weight class she wants to go in, whether that be 160, 154, 160, whatever, she's gonna be a problem for whoever, man. Like Lauren Price really can fight. And I think that as long as she stays conditioned and just keep her sharpness and stay disciplined with the boxing, she's just going to continue to be a problem. And for her to be this good and only have 10 pro fights, this is what people are not paying attention to, man. This is why I saluted the Devin Haney's of the world, the people that went out there and they were super young out here trying to get fights, not bluffing and pretending, but was trying to actually get these fights. I salute that, man, as opposed to somebody who says people names knowing they don't want the fight, but just pretending and clout chasing. There is no reason why we shouldn't get Lauren Price and Mikaela Mayer. That's why I said Mikaela Mayer need to get Baumgardner out of her mind. If I'm being interviewed, I'm like, man, listen, stop asking me about Baumgardner. Baumgardner fights at 130 pounds. She's making no effort to come up in weight. I'm not going back down. So why are we talking about Baumgardner? There's no fight. There's nothing there to talk about, And that's definitely what I would say, because I don't want to talk about people that I'm not going to fight. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about people that I don't want to fight. We're promoting what are we promoting? We're just talking about something that's not even on the table, and to me that makes zero sense. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, man, that's the fight that should happen. Like I like, for me, put it like this, and I don't know, Price made it known that she wants to fight Mikaela Mayer. So my thing is this: if she can't get undisputed, right? Because Mikaela Mayer don't want to fight her, and she goes up just to have that one fight. If she's allowed to do that with the Shields, okay, cool. She still has her belts down at 147. I don't know that she wants to go up there to stay, but to go up to have that one fight. And she says she'll come up to 160. I can't knock that. I'm not looking to knock it. I'm just saying overall, this is a fight that should happen. But if McCaskill, if Mikaela Mayer don't want the fight, and for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't want to be undisputed, but if she don't want the fight, there's reasons people might not care about undisputed, whatever. But what I'm saying is, even just for the challenge, because you can take the fight and then you could let the belts go if you don't want them, or keep the one you want. You could say, I'm relinquishing this one or whatever, just for the thrill of competition. And the thing about it is this: to fight Alicia Baumgardner in a rematch would be trying to get redemption. But you're not going down. She's not coming up. So it's nothing to talk about. You're not going to 160. Stop talking about Shields. She talking about she can't go past 154. Okay, well, if you can't go past 154, why the fuck would Shields come down to 154? To drain herself just to make a fight with you. So I just feel like this is the fight that needs to be made. Lauren Price versus Mikaela Mayer. But if that don't happen, and Shields are going to get it on, I wouldn't mind seeing that for sure. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. That's all I got for you. Catch you guys on the next video.